You 10 years ago?
Yeah.
No, it's not talking about giving her belly.
Do I look different? I have these medical problems with fibromyalgia and polyneuropathy, and the doctors had me on all kinds of drugs, Class A pharmaceuticals, bad drugs. And after 5 years of that, I took myself off of the drugs and started smoking pot. And
did that help? Or
it helps somewhat. It helps with the pain. Helped me keep my sanity a lot. I get some thoughts in my head that pretty unreal.
Was that after interferon?
No, that's
or?
after the interferon and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I've had some suicidal thoughts in the past, you know. I think probably a lot of people do. I just always looked at it as a passing moment and deal with it, you know. Well, after being on all these drugs for all these years and then being on medical marijuana for years, I came back here to Holyoke, Colorado, and went in to see a doctor and told me I had hepatitis C. And I asked him, well, what happened to hepatitis B? Because that's what I had before. And he says, well, back in them days, they didn't know if it was hepatitis B, A, B, C, or what. Now they got all these different classifications for different hepatitis.
So when you were diagnosed with hepatitis, they didn't distinguish between them?
No.
Yeah. And it turned out to be
this
C.
This time it comes out to be hepatitis C.
Right.
Well, my count was so high, it was like 25 million. I had more hep C in me than I probably had blood. And my doctor told me that I needed to go on this program because if I didn't, I was going to die.
And that program was interferon?
Yeah, Pegasus and interferon. And it's a bad drug. It has you thinking things. There's not a day in my life now that I don't go by and think about killing things. Usually it starts with myself, but then I take that and turn it, the anger towards other people, and them are the ones that should be dead, not me. And I get angry. One of the things that helps with that anger is the pot. It mellows me out. Pot was one of the things that got me through the interferon treatment and the Pegasus treatment. Because without it, I probably couldn't have got through it.
Right.
And
how long ago did you do that
it's
treatment?
been 2 or 3 years now.
And you still have those thoughts?
Oh yeah, all the time, every day. It's not like a passing thought, you know, or something, you know, and it goes away. It's every day, all the time. So I just smoked a pot and mellowed my thinking out a little bit, you know. I've lost, I fluctuate between 118 pounds and 128 pounds. Can't get my weight back. I eat all the time. I mean, you know, you smoke pot, you get munchies. sure you've been there and done that. I talk to my doctors about it. I ask them what's wrong with me. Why am I feeling this way all the time? Why do I have these thoughts? Actually, while I was on the interferon and Pegasus, the thoughts were so intense and so bad that I would go to my doctor's house and talk to him about these things. And talking about them seemed to help a little bit, you know, but the doctors tell me now, well, like the other day he said, I apologize about the interferon and the Pegasus treatment you went through, because now my new doctor's studying up on this stuff, and he's coming to find out that it not only destroys the brain as well as the body, but the hepatitis C destroys the brain on top of it. Well, I didn't know none of that stuff. And see, I was under the impression that if I went through this hepatitis C program and the interferon and Pegasus, that would kill that virus, and I wouldn't have to tell people that I had hepatitis C no more because it would be gone.
Right.
Well, after I went through that treatment and I asked my doctor if I still had to tell people, and he told me yes, it pissed me off because, you know what, I didn't get rid of anything. It's all they did was put something back into recession. You know, it's went back into recession on its own for years and years and years.
Right.
You know, I don't know why I had to go down there and go through all that shit.
Yeah.
Because actually, I feel like I'm dying. I think it's pretty screwed up, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do about it. If you don't have fibromyalgia, interferon and Pegasus is one of the diseases that it can create. Well, I didn't know that at the time I started, because at the time I started I didn't read instructions. I was in a doctor's office being told how to stick this needle in my stomach and push this shit in there, you know.
So so the interferon caused the fibromyalgia?
I had the fibromyalgia, but already before that. But I'm sure, and there's no way to prove it or anything, that it's made it worse.
Right.
You know, other than my weight loss, and now my muscle's starting to go well, and what muscle I got left is starting to go, you know.
Right.